I, 20 male, and my girlfriend, 25 female, have been dating since I was 18. I felt a connection with her, and she was my first ever girlfriend. My first time. And first everything, our sex life was amazing, and I wouldn't have traded her for anything. But a few months ago, I went to this birthday party for a friend, and she was just turning 22, and my girlfriend was busy and she couldn't make it. But somehow an image of me hugging the birthday girl, and mind you, my friend is lesbian. It's like my girlfriend forgot, and videos of me giving her a piggyback ride to her cake made its way to my girlfriend. When I got home, she immediately confronted me and asked if I did anything. I said no and practically told her what I did and pointed out I texted her throughout the night. I was out and the fact that my friend is lesbian, but it still wasn't enough. And she left me, to say the least. I was heartbroken and smoked some Zaza and hung out with a few buddies of mine to cheer myself up. And it worked a little, but 2 months later she contacted me and realized she was wrong and wanted to get back together, but I declined. She's calling me all bunches of names saying it was a mistake, and has also confessed that she slept with someone the next night after breaking it off with me and offered to even give me a free pass to sleep with someone else. And that she's sorry, and now I'm sitting and wondering if I'm the a-hole for not taking her back. Edit, forgive my spelling, it was almost 3 a.m. when I made this, and I needed some advice. Am I the a-hole has no consensus? But Op was not the a-hole. Here's some top comments. First up, she left to screw that other guy. Her reasoning was BS, and she knew it. Now the new guy doesn't want her now. She wants to come back to her safe. Guy, don't take her back. She is not good for you. The names she's calling you are because she feels entitled to you, to your support and help. She deserves what she has. Now nothing and no one let her rebuild her life alone while you move on to bigger and better things. Someone else chimes in, don't. She started this drama by accusing you of cheating. She escalated this drama by breaking up. Then she capped it off by having sex with someone else. Now she's regretting her mistakes. What happens once is more likely to happen again. Move on with your life. Not the a-hole, one more person chimes in. Don't you get it? She did that because she was already cheating on you and just waiting for an opportunity to break up with you. And F him. Why do you think he was ready and waiting? The very next day, is this the type of woman you want to give a second chance, let alone have any contact with? She will drag you down and destroy you. Run one more comment. She showed you who she is. Believe her, she doesn't need evidence to find you guilty of betrayal. And she showed your relationship wasn't that important to her by jumping straight to a rebound hookup. This red flag behavior won't be confined to this one incident or even to just suspicion around your fidelity, not the a-hole. Leave her in the past, where she belongs. She might have been the older one in your relationship, but it sounds like you have her beat for emotional intelligence. Hey, at least you found out your girlfriend's true colors, and they ain't exactly rainbow accusing you of infidelity, dumping you, and then doing the horizontal mambo with someone else. Faster than you can say, break up. That's some Olympic-level emotional gymnastics right there. And now she wants you back. Her with a side dish of name calling, a sprinkle of guilt, and a whole lot of regret. But remember, forgiveness is divine, but forgetting you've been played like a fiddle is just plain foolish. So are you the a-hole for not taking her back? And my friend, you're the MVP of self-respect update. Same day, 10 hours later, it's been about 7 whole hours since I made the post. I haven't been able to sleep because Reddit was practically blowing my phone up with notifications, and my ex is still trying to win me back. I got a few messages asking when me and her met, and even blaming me and accusing me of not saying the full story or giving her a reason to think I was so. I'm here to clear the air a bit. Just a few hours ago after my Reddit post, my now ex-girlfriend has also confessed to me that she has been texting this guy since I was 19. But the day after she broke up with me, they instantly got to effing and got together. I actually know the guy pretty well. And to be honest, he is in butt. He used to bully me as a freshman in high school. And he was a senior, mostly made insults about my weight. I was a fat kid in high school, but slimmed down quickly after. And he reached out to her and they got to talking, but then he cheated on her with another girl. and admitted he sent those photos to her just to stir up some crap and get her to break up with me. Not going to lie, finding this out, I wanted to beat this guy's butt. But I decided to be the bigger person. She's been begging for hours. I just have gotten around to blocking her, giving me a moment of peace regarding on how me and my girlfriend met. I might have or might have not snuck into a party where alcohol was present. She approached me first, and I was honest about my age at the time, 17, but we still chatted, became friends, and eventually started dating a few months after I turned 18, because she and I had common interests and was cute, so I shot my shot. We started effing on the third date, and the rest is history after that. But during our dating period, I've never hit on another girl, nor cheated, and even shared my social media passwords with my girlfriend to further prove my loyalty like she wanted. And I got to see hers, but I never really looked, because I trusted her. But now that I blocked her, I'm going to continue to heal, and maybe later use that free pass, like the comment suggested, with a limited usage. Thanks for all your advice. I might update this, but if I don't thank you for all your advice, someone from the community says, so let me get this straight. She was entertaining this other guy for an extended period of time while you were together. She accused you of cheating with someone she knew was a lesbian and broke up with you. For it, she basically left you and immediately got together with and EF'd him, and would likely still be with him if he hadn't cheated on her or with someone else. This other guy is an a-hole. You strongly dislike any one of these would be reason enough to cut her off. Effing dating someone you know as a scumbag is enough reason to cut her off dumping you, especially over such a stupid and obviously fake reason. She was looking for an excuse to go jump on his dick is a reason to cut her off. Her spending so much time, obviously setting up her next guy while she was with you, is reason to cut her off. I'm not seeing any reason to take her back. Though no reason to fight this guy over her either. She's clearly not worth it. You're better off without her in your life. Someone else says I slathered myself in peanut butter and hugged him like a python. Wow, she seems like quite the woman. She's a walking red flag, wearing a red flag and waving giant red flags in each hand. She's delusional, verbally abusive. She's a cheater. She's selfish, disrespectful and meaning, and horribly entitled. She's literally a walking poster board warning dude what they should stay away from with all those qualities. I wonder why OP didn't take her back. Just kidding. I find it oddly disturbing that she was so forthcoming about her activities and motives. Who in the hell would honestly believe that explaining all of that would work in her favor, and to say it all so nonchalantly and then expect for forgiveness? Something is seriously wrong with this woman. One more person chimes in. I mean, 25 and 20, like you're in college, sure. But I think every normal college senior isn't hanging around high schools or trying to hook up with them. She may have been a junior, but that's not much better. Like, I feel like even 19-year-olds understand that. Like, even if 17 just feels the same, the majority just don't. But at 23, nope, just nope. The rest of the post just reveals a chaotic and immature woman. Like, this is the kind of woman that preys on teens. Like, even at 18, I'm still eyeing people for dating. That far down in this age group, 18 to 21, is still pretty new. And fresh adults aging up 5 years is a pretty big difference from any other of those ages. She's just an immature and immoral individual from the sound of it. Let me get this straight. She's been texting this senior bully of yours since you were 19, and then she breaks up with you, jumps straight into bed with him only for him to cheat on her, and confess to stirring the pot talk about a dumpster fire of a love triangle, and the audacity to come crawling back to you offering a free pass, like it's some kind of twisted loyalty program. Nah, mate, that ship has sailed sunk and been swallowed by a kraken. Props to you for taking the high road and blocking her. Who needs that kind of drama in their life anyway? But seriously, stay strong, Op. You got a whole life of better choices ahead of you. What do you think? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Meanwhile, next up, Op sets up camp in greener pastures. My mail. 30-wife female 28 shared a tent with a college fling. Female 28 on a recent camping trip back home. How should I respond to this? My wife and I have been married for a couple years now. I knew that back in college she had one experience with another girl who would call this girl Katie. This came after a breakup. The two of them had gotten high while watching Netflix, and one thing led to another. She told me that she really enjoyed the experience, but it had never happened again. With her or any other ladies, I do have reason to suspect from our personal sex life that she is still sexually attracted to women recently. My wife visited her hometown to see friends and family I couldn't go due to work commitments over the weekend. She went camping with some old friends. Apparently, Katie was there. My wife claims she didn't know this would happen. Okay, fine, they camp for one night, and my wife comes home a few days later. As we talk about the trip, it slips out that my wife wasn't able to find her old camping gear. Okay, so whose tent did she use? It comes out that she ended up sharing a tent with Katie, a one-person tent. She claims nothing happened, but I'm highly skeptical. Now, the whole thing just reeks to me. I don't really have any evidence at this point, but I'm tempted to go through her phone when I get the chance. How should I proceed? Let's go look at some top comments first up. I'd bring up the fact that she shared one-person tent with someone she has slept with in the past. That's a horrible choice, and she doesn't get a pass because they're both women. Someone else chimes in. Sounds like the trickle truth is beginning. She couldn't find her camping gear. And gosh darn, so lucky Katie was there to share hers. Did they get high together? Did they cuddle? Kiss if you grill her a little? And she admits to more of it. Then borrow her phone and posing as her send Katie a text. What was your favourite part of camping together? Then tell her to sit with you until Katie responds. Then also tell her this is her last chance to tell you the full truth. How exactly do you think she would feel if you spent the night in a one-man tent with the woman you had a one-night stand with? Just because they are the same sex doesn't make it okay. Unless you're okay with it, it's a lot harder to be walked on when you're standing up. One more person chimes in, sounds premeditated, and they were intimate and not by accident. OF, I forgot my tent, not buying it. Update ended up talking with one of our mutual friends who went on the trip. She confirmed my suspicions, saying that my wife and Katie were acting weird and even sneaking off together at times, used this information to confront my wife. And she eventually caved and let me see. Her phone went through her text with Katie to see that they had been texting and flirting for the past few weeks, even sending each other provocative selfies. And reminiscing about what happened on the camping trip, I was able to send most of these messages to my computer in case it's needed for the divorce proceedings. I appreciate everyone's time and advice. It's a crappy situation, but I'm glad to be moving forward now. For some other quick comments, first up, time to rip the band-aid off. 2 years is nothing, and you're still young. She lied and lied again. Trust is gone. No kids, get a lawyer in a file. Someone else chimes in. Yeah, don't look back. You deserve to be with someone who mutually loves and respects you. Well, looks like Katie wasn't just a footnote in your wife's past, huh? As if she forgot her tent. That's like claiming the dog ate your homework in high school. That camping trip sounded more like a sequel than a reunion. But hey, at least you got some valid evidence for the divorce proceedings, right? Who knew a one-person tent could fit so much trauma time to pack up your camping gear and pitch your tent elsewhere? There are plenty of fish in the sea who know the difference between a camping trip and a rendezvous with an XF flame. Here's Def finding someone who's more interested in building a solid foundation than pitching flimsy excuses.